If I do, it's probably from the chemo, not the cancer.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
But you said sagittal sinus, and I know what that is because my mother, she passed away in 1999, but she had tumors in her sagittal sinus. They weren't cancerous, but the first one was the size of a grapefruit, and the sagittal sinus is between the two halves of the brain. So that's when you talk about anything in the brain, when it passes the blood-brain barrier or whatever, it gets really scary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I really felt like if I would have taken him out of school and would have isolated him even more than he already was, I just can't imagine that's going to make you want to get up and live every day. Or because there's some, there are some days that are really hard and some days that aren't. And I felt like, if we just kind of would have, I don't want to say wallowed in it, but if we kind of just would have been like, okay, well, we're just going to hole up in the house and you're going to just be here, and he wouldn't have done as good. And I think really making him, I've told him, I was like, the world doesn't care that you have cancer. Yeah. I said, we care about it. We're upset that you have it, but the rest of the world is going to move on.
I just don't know
we have to keep going with that. And I think it was really my way of coping, of being like, this is the only way I'm going to make it.
I don't know that I could have been that tough. I just want to hug and cuddle and whatever, but I mean, for you to have the wherewithal to force him, instead of have self-pity, because I can imagine, it's tough. I don't care what age you are when you're diagnosed. I think it's so easy to fall into that why me mentality.
Yes, I agree.
And I can't imagine as a 10-year-old, doesn't even really know what cancer is. And none of us really do until we're faced with it. But I mean, as a 10-year-old, and for you to say, oh no, if you can get up, if you can walk from the couch, you're going to school. Yeah. I mean, kudos to you.
Thank you. I really just, like I said, I think at the end of the day, it was really my way of coping with it, that if our life continued as much as normal, then things would be okay. And we kind of had a 5-minute rule. If you can do this for 5 minutes, we got to just worry about the next 5 minutes. And then after that 5 minutes, we'll worry about the next 5 minutes. And
I'll put myself in his shoes. I mean, why not fake it? Well, I can do it for 4 minutes.
Exactly.
I just don't want to go to school today.